Welcome sa zip9.com. In this video ay pag-aral natin kung paano ba mag-solve ng quadratic equation using completing the square. Now, pag nag-complete tayo ng square, ano ba yung ginagawa natin? Ginagawa natin perfect square trinomial yung nasa kaliwang side ng equation. And then, sinusolve natin yung value ng x by extracting the square root. No? And then, we look for the value of x. No? But anyway, kung bago natin yan pag-aralan, kung mapapansin niyo if we square x plus p, we get x squared plus 2px plus p squared. So this is a perfect square trinomial, no? Hindi ko na kayo tuturuan paano nakuha to, no? Dapat alam niyo na dahil hindi naman ang tutorial natin dito ay squaring, no? Hindi naman squaring, so dapat alam niyo na ito. Ang assumption ko ay alam niyo na. Now, notice that the last term, no? Yung constant natin, ay half siya nito. Then, in-square siya. So, 2p over 2 is equal to p. And then, in-square itong ating p. So, doon nakuha yung ating last term, no? From this part. Para siya makomplete yung ating square. Later, pag-aaralan natin paano yan na-derive. But as of now, we can just accept it as it is. So, we can have several examples, maybe 2 examples on finding the value of p. So number 1, find p. No? So that x squared plus 6x plus p squared is a perfect square trinomial. Okay? So, sabi natin dito, yung p natin, we find the value of p and then we square, no? So, dito, kung makikita ninyo, ito yung x natin, yung 2p natin ay yung 6, no? So, 2p, value ng 2p natin is equal to 6. Therefore, p is equal to 3, no? Dividing both sides by 2. And then, alam natin that p squared is equal to 3 squared, which is equal to 9. So, therefore, yung p squared natin ay 9. And our answer here is, the perfect square trinomial is x squared plus 6x plus 9. Ito yung sagot natin, no? Yan yung perfect square trinomial. Number 2, same question, find p so that x squared minus 10x plus p squared is a perfect square trinomial. Here we can, kung mapapansin niyo, puro plus yan. So, gagawin natin tong plus lahat para makuha natin yung value ng 2p, no? So, pwede natin gawin na x squared plus negative 10x, no? Plus p squared. Bakit plus negative 10? Kasi, sabi natin, minus, when you subtract something, it's the same as adding the negative of that something, no? Plus p squared. So, ibig sabihin, a minus p is the same as a plus negative p. No? Palagi nating sinasabi yan. So, ang minus 10 is the same as plus negative 10. Ibig sabihin, yung 2p natin dito, ito. So, 2p equals negative 10 and p is equal to 5. And then p squared is equal to 25. So, ang perfect square trinomial natin ay x squared minus 10x plus 25. No? So, gagamitin natin itong strategy na to solve quadratic equations. Hindi pa ito yung pinaka-ano kasi in quadratic equation, we are looking for the value of x. No? So, ito strategy na to gagamitin natin. Let's solve one equation, no? Bago tayo mag-end. So, find the value of, or solve We have example 1. Solve of x squared minus 4x equals 4 by completing the square. So we want to find the value of x here, no? Okay? So pag nag-solve tayo ng quadratic equation, usually mas maganda na nandito siya, no? Naka ganito siyang form. The x squared minus px or bx ay nandito. Tapos ang nasa kanan ng equation ay yun yung ating oh sorry, hindi pala ito yung problem. Sorry. X squared minus 4x equals or minus 4 equals 0. Okay, so ang sabi ko kanina dapat in the form of x squared minus bx equals c siya. No? So nandito yung constant mo, yung number mo nasa kanan dapat. Tapos nandito yung x squared minus bx sa kaliwa. No? So yung constant number dapat ilagay sa kanan. So from here we have x squared minus 4x minus 4 equals 0. No? So para mawala yung minus 4 dito, magpa-plus 4 tayo. No? Pag nag-plus 4 tayo dito, syempre magpa-plus 4 din tayo sa kanan. No? Whatever you do on the left-hand side, you also do on the right-hand side. So minus 4 plus 4 is 0 na lang yan. So x squared minus 4x, wala na to, mag-0 na to. So equal 0 plus 4, which is equal to 4. So pag nakaganito na siya, no? Palagi siya dapat nakaganito, no? Para madali tayo mag-complete the square. We put the constant, or we write the constant at the right-hand side, and this expression on the left-hand side of the equation. Next, anong value ng p natin dito? Again, x squared minus 4x is the same as x squared plus negative 4x. So, ang p natin dito ay negative 4. No? And, ang 2p pala natin ay negative 4. So, ang p natin ay negative 2. At ang p squared natin ay 4. Positive 4. So, ang p squared natin, x squared minus 4x plus p squared. Remember? Ang p squared natin ay 4. So, pag nag-plus 4 ka dito, syempre, anong gagawin mo sa kanan? Magpa-plus 4 ka rin, di ba? So, pag na-simplify mo na, i-write mo na yung nasa kaliwang expressions. Kasi na-complete mo na yung square, i-write mo na siya as square of a binomial. So x squared minus 4x plus 4 can be written as a square of binomial, which is 2. X minus 2 quantity squared. So, magiging equal to 8. No? Okay. So, palagi mong masusulat tong part na to as square of a binomial kasi kinumplete mo na nga yung square, di ba? So, getting the square to both sides, we have x minus 2 equals, we get the square root of this one, we get the square root of this one, we have square root of 8. And we know that square root of 8 can be written as square root of 4 times square root of 2. But square root of 4 is equal to, this is positive, negative, by the way, no? Positive or negative 2 square root of 2. Kasi yung square root of 4 natin is positive or negative 2. So, pwede natin isulat yung x minus 2 equals square root of 8 as positive or negative square root of 2 square root of 2. No? And we can just add 2 to both sides. We have x equals 2 plus negative 2 or plus minus 2 square root of 2. So, dalawa yung roots natin, yung isang plus at isang minus, no? So, ang x natin ay could be at 2 plus square root of 2, 2 plus 2 square root of 2, and another one is x plus 2 minus 2 square root of 2. So, ito yung mga roots natin. So, yan yung use ng completing the square. No? We can get the value of x. Kasi hindi natin siya ma-factor. No? So, maraming salamat. Maingay yung aso. Sorry, no? We have our website, sip9.com. You can visit, and of course, you can subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. See you in the next tutorial.